good stuff. My name is Allie, and this is my channel, The Chaotic Reader, where I talk about book things. If you see me wearing the same stuff and everything looking the same as it was in previous videos, I'm trying to do batch filming because I'm not very good at consistency, and I have some issues with chronic migraines, chronic fatigue, chronic illness bullshit, and some days I do not have the energy or the brain power to sit down and film and speak words at all. Some days I am just trying to survive the day, and it is screwing up the consistency I already didn't have. So I'm going to try doing more batch filming. So a lot of the times I will probably look exactly the same in a lot of videos, but a lot of booktubers do that, and I think it's a good way to go because then I have a backlog of content to kind of grab off of to have some consistency. Speaking of consistency, we're going to talk about my goals for 2021 for my reading and for this channel, and just kind of have a chat about what I want 2021 to be like in terms of bookish things. And no, I'm not doing a wrap-up of any 2020 goals because 2020 fell apart, and we're not even going to talk about it. It doesn't exist. I read some good things. I filmed some videos sometimes, sort of, and I disappeared for a while, and then I came back, and we're just gonna push that to the side and start fresh into 2021, and we are ready to go. My first and biggest goal is the consistency thing. I have a goal to post at least one video every single week for the entire year, just one video at least. Sometimes I would like to post more than that, but to just try and keep me on track with some consistency, we're starting small with one video a week. It's gotta happen, okay? This is just the number one goal. I need to post consistently. I want to post consistently. I enjoy making content, and I just need to get on having it consistent. I don't think I'm going to set a specific day for posting or anything yet. I hope to get to that point where things can be on that level of consistency, but I know with me and my type of goals, it's better to kind of start a little smaller and just kind of get into the groove of things before I start saying I'm going to post on this day and this day and this. One video a week. That is the goal at this point. That may change throughout the year as things progress and go, but that is where we're starting. My other goal for the channel might be quite a stretch, but I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. I am at about 300 right now, and I feel like the consistency can really help with that. If I can keep the consistency up, then I might actually be able to have some semi-consistent subscriber growth too. I know that it's not all about the subscribers, it's just a personal goal of mine. I would like to see if I can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If I don't, I don't. That's not a big deal either, but I just want to aim for that, and I think it would be really cool to be able to grow this little bookish community that I have going on this channel. And I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just throwing my hands all over the place, blabbing words at you, because that's what I do. The only other sort of goal I have for the channel itself is to do some more vlogging. I will sometimes record bits for a vlog and then not record enough, or I don't like what I've recorded and I just delete it, or I've even edited vlogs and not posted them. I want to do some vlogging. I think I kind of want to do it in a different way because I don't like the pressure of vlogging, of trying to record things I'm doing all day while I'm just trying to go about my day. But I do like just sitting down and talking to you guys, so I'm gonna kind of see how I want to do vlogs, how vlogs work for me. There are some like specific vlogs, like themed vlogs I know for sure I want to do throughout the year. I do want to try to do some vlogging for Explorathon, my readathon that's happening in January, and then readathon vlogs in the future as well. I don't know exactly if I'm going to do weekly vlogs every single week, because sometimes I feel like I'm just not going to be feeling it and I'm just not going to force myself to vlog, but I want to do some vlogging. And I feel like how many times can I say the same thing, because that's kind of just what this is turning into, is me repeating the same thing over and over again. So moving on. Now I'm going to move into my reading goals, which obviously the first one everyone always wants to know: how many books do I hope to read in 2021? I'm going with 100, This was also my goal in 2020 and I didn't come anywhere near it. But I'm still making it my 2021 goal because I didn't read a whole bunch in different chunks through 2020. There were just chunks of time where I wasn't really reading as much. And this year I want to not let myself get into those big of slumps. If I slump for a little bit and I don't read here and there, that's fine. But overall, I want to keep up the reading. And I think I can do that. I'm feeling pretty good about that at the moment. And I think I'll be able to do that. So if I'm able to just keep myself into the reading mood, then I'll definitely be able to reach 100 books. And I feel like it's just the goal for me. 100 books in a year is just, it seems good. I think I can do it. Then I just have a few kind of looser goals for 2021 for what I want to do with my reading. The first being that I want to continue with series because I'm really bad at that. And I have so many series that I am just read the first book or read the first couple books. I never finish series, like ever. I don't think I finished a single series in 2020 even. I don't know. I need to continue with series. So that's a pretty good goal for me, is to try and continue a lot of the series. I know I'm still going to start new series because there's no stopping me. It's going to happen. I cannot stop myself. I have no self-control. So I'm still going to start new series, but it's going to be a priority to also continue with series that I am already reading and maybe even finish some series for once. We'll see. I also would like to pick up more middle grade. That was kind of a goal that I brought into the end of 2020 as I started getting more into middle grade. And I want to continue to do that because I'm really enjoying some of the middle grade, but I'm still finding kind of what I like in a middle grade and what I enjoy reading. And so I want to continue to try and pick up some more middle grade here and there and kind of figure out what it is that I like to read in the middle grade age range. I'd also like to read some horror this year. Horror is a genre that I've wanted to get into for a while because while I really enjoy thrillers, they often don't go quite far enough for me. They don't give me quite enough of what I'm looking for. So I'm thinking I want to start to get into horror as well. And maybe that'll give me what I'm looking for sometimes when I'm picking up thrillers and not getting enough from them. I think horror might be what I'm wanting, but I don't know much about the horror genre. I don't even really know where to start with it. I don't really know that I want to read any Stephen King. I'm just not terribly interested in Stephen King, so I don't think I'm going to start there. I'm going to start somewhere else. But I might read some Stephen King, but he has so many, and I feel like his works are so hit or miss. Like, maybe some of them are good, but I feel like a lot of them really aren't that good. I read a couple Stephen King books when I was younger, and I didn't love it, so I don't know. I also kind of prefer more psychological horror or paranormal horror. I'm not a huge fan of like slasher horror. It's just never been my thing. I don't like slasher movies. Maybe it would be different with books. I don't know, but I really don't like slasher films. They bore me, to be honest. But if you read horror, or if you know any booktubers that do read a lot of horror that have any recommendation videos, I would love if you would link or comment down below what horror you love or what booktubers you know talk about horror a lot, because I'm kind of at a loss when it comes to horror about where to start or even what horror books are really out there. I also decided I'm going to take part in the buzzword readathon, or it's more like a reading challenge, because Books and Lala is taking her buzzword readathon and turning it into a year-long challenge. And it just sounds so cool because rather than have it be a readathon where you're supposed to find books that have that word in the title for like a week and read as many as you can, each month there is a word or kind of a theme of words, and you need to read at least one book that fits that. And that's really exciting to me. I think that's really cool. It's just a cool thing to have, make a bullet journal spread, keep track of it, chat with everyone about it. So I'm going to be doing that. I will link the information for that down below if you're interested at all. I think the only other thing I'm really aiming for in 2021 is to keep up with my bullet journal, which I have it all set up and ready with the year spreads, beginning of the year stuff, and then my quarterly spreads for the first quarter and my January spreads. They're all ready, they're all set up and ready to go. And then basically right at the start of January, I'm going to start working on my February spreads, because I don't sit down and do it all at once. I do a little bit here and there. There's not often huge chunks of time I can just sit down and focus on one task. So I think I should be able to keep up with it if I start working on it kind of right away for the next month. Like as soon as it's the month before, start working on the spreads for the following month. And I think that's really going to work out well. I think I'll be able to keep up with it because I do really enjoy doing it. I just hate when it hits like the last week of the month and I go, okay, I have to try and find time to sit down and draw everything out in pencil and then outline everything and make sure I have all my spreads ready and decide how I want to do them. I don't really like having to try and do that at the end of the month all the time, and then sometimes I end up just being like, you know, and then I end up not doing it. And then I have this thing where like if I missed a month, I don't want to do the next month. I just want to be done because it's just going to piss me off that I'm missing a month. So I need to be consistent with it from the very start. And I also think starting it at the beginning of the year will be really good, because I started like 2 bullet journals last year, but I started them in the middle of the year and it just wasn't the same. I don't know, it almost kind of bothered me like not having the first half of the year in my journal. So maybe starting at the beginning of the year is really just what I needed to actually want to do it. And that's one way I'm going to be tracking my reading. Another way is Allie from Hardback Hoarder releases a spreadsheet every year and it tracks so much stuff. And I want to track my books and I want to be consistent with tracking my books through that so I can have all of that information available and just kind of really take a look at my reading throughout the year. It really all comes down to consistency, doesn't it? That's just my goal for 2021, is to have some damn consistency. I might be chaotic, but can I be chaotically consistent? Is that a thing? Can we make that a thing? That's my goal for 2021. Chaotic consistence. There we go. 2021. Chaotic consistence. I know this video was very all over the place, but that's just how I'm feeling lately, I guess. I don't know. It was nice talking to you guys. I will see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like whatever this energy was, and I will see you all next time.